kills 3 of them. That was the one big thing, and it was like, oh.
It is the war machine. I think it was what Attach tried to make the big play, and Scump just takes a grenade to the face to force the team kill. So a lot of things going right for Optic in the opening break. Phantoms does something similar. He does find the first blood, but Celium does respond in kind. Well, no one's won it so far.
Yep, still contested. Players trying to get back over towards the first hill. Zuma finds himself in.
Back out retire? I don't think so.
That flank
He just, what's it called?
FaZe with at least a little bit of control until
he just hasn't
some skates there.
He doesn't have like a team that he really wants to play with. I don't think.
Trying to build themselves a lead, but EG, they're not going to give up on that hill just yet. Maybe one more push could come through.
Yeah, 20 seconds is definitely worth fighting for, but of course the rotation also important as well. So EG, well, they try to manage to do both. They achieved the first one of at least getting inside the hill to get some points on board, so effectively going to be a tied game for the rotation in a second. Honestly, they might be able to win the foot race. They might be able to force those back spawns should they take down Celium, but FaZe definitely gets to the hill first. And of course, he got Apathy waiting for his teammates to make some noise so he can go for the pinch towards the hill. So EG, the setup is there. Can they execute?
They wanted to hunt down Celium, and they found him. They just, quite frankly, can't kill him. And he's unfortunate not to get himself a double there for his efforts. Scrap's still in the hill, though. Look at the spawns for FaZe. That's 3 players spawning so far out. The entirety there of the B Street locked in by EG, so they will get themselves some time.
This is a very nice break. Again, the play was there. The execution was perfect. Now we got to see how the hold does. Phantoms is going to fall, but he at least takes one with him. JCap, well, he's got the cuts for 2. He falls, but at least takes one with him. Now Scraps in the back, and that's just an easy gunfight for Attach. He's got the ICR just hanging out, pre-aimed, L-triggered, waiting for it, and nice little rotation from EG. And once again, FaZe is there first. EG already setting up a pinch. The setup is there. Can they execute?
That was the problems that they really had yesterday. Let's have a look. Can they manage to produce something a little better against FaZe? Exotic gonna have to take his time a little bit here. He's gonna be pinched himself, and I think he realized that, and that's a great read from him. But that is unfortunate timing as well that comes through. FaZe still in the hill. Jacob has got through showers. He's trying to hunt down anyone from FaZe, but Zero will find a pick. G with still 40 seconds left on the hill, yet to touch it.
That's a very big gunfight for Scraps to win because JCap is actually in a really good spot. Once you get like inside of showers, usually you can find the kill on the guy on the hill, but once Zero takes him down, that means FaZe can stabilize, and this is once again that tree hill being a little bit of a problem for EG. Can't find too much going their way. They got one more chance on the attack, and again, once they get the showers, you might be able to find the guy in the hill. Asim, though, stays alive long enough for Zuma to pick up 2. But EG, it looks like, well, it doesn't even look like. I was going to say they forced it through to fight over on tree, but that's not really the case. They only get a couple seconds in FaZe. Well, they have the rotation first. Zuma just trying to...
He's just trying to get away. Yeah, he just wants to try and stay alive. He's 100 away from streaks. That's so well played. The fact he was able to get a free kind of jiggle on the hard point made sure he was now just a kill away. Juggling the hill. Something you haven't really seen in quite some time, but 85 points now. His teammates say, hey, players at the back. Zuma says, don't worry, boys, I got you. There's a line.
Did they rob him of the streaks? Did his teammate do that? Did they step a foot inside the hill, or did they give up the first 5 seconds to try to let Zuma run to get the time? I don't know if they did.
The problem was Zuma was stressed out at the back, I think, being chased.
But I mean, a player literally, when he was right there, like stepped inside and instantly backed down. I don't know if they were in there before that, but if that's the case, that's hilarious. But it doesn't really make a difference. Zuma got the full streaks anyway, and FaZe wins the rotation to the hill, and they get a little bit of time. And now you got the streaks for the next hill.
It's the same thing. It's the thing I talked about before this map. You look at their EGs, P3, P4. It's not great. Why? I mean, we'll take a look, dissect it maybe a little bit more in the second rotation. But if they have a poor P1 or P2, which now you're going against this rotation, the first hill against streaks, things aren't going to be pretty on this map for them.
And honestly, it really comes down to that tree hill as well. That's where it spirals out of control for the fourth, because you never get the back spawn. So gotta maybe figure out a new way to make things happen, or maybe if a player just steps up. And honestly, it could just come down to like one kill. If Exotic stays alive in the back, or if JCat can find one. Sometimes it just goes that way in COD. So EG, they gotta force a lot. Phantoms, well, he's gonna help out. He's on the flank effectively, and he finds 3. That should be a guarantee of EG getting quite a bit of this time, despite the first streak. I don't know if Zuma's going to want to invest the next one. It looks like he's not, but either way, this is a ton of time to go the way of EG.
Oh, he did.
Oh, wow, I didn't see it. Okay, in that case, that's horrible for FaZe.
Sure is. But what is good is, I believe it was the seam on the other side of the map just shut down Phantom, so he's trying to put pressure on the rotation. It's almost the identical place we obviously saw Salium in the first rotation of hills. He's going to spot EG trying to get to the back of the map, and FaZe have initial control.
Exotic finds that first kill. You're trying to get players inside a post. Salium, well, I was going to say able to stay alive, but the nade takes him down. And this is EG again, the second hill. They have been great. They have been able to break it 2 for 2 times, and basically 10 seconds it takes them to go for that setup to get the break. Now FaZe, everyone's trying to come from the back, but the 18 control heavily in EG's favor. A couple players able to get inside the hill, and actually they get past just enough, and just like that, FaZe right back inside, and Phantoms can only take 2, and those are kills that don't make a difference because FaZe, well, they're inside the hill, and actually maybe it makes a difference depending on how these gunfights go.
And look at the decision EG made. 3 players decided to push old.
Man.
2 players rotated. Cap was a little late, and now look at the result. Not only do you not get any of the time on old, you've messed up the rotation completely. If you're EG there, you have to dedicate yourself to that rotation. There is no point splitting and trying to go for that play.
I respect it, honestly, because there's a lot of time, but obviously you can see high risk, maybe medium reward, and they are going to get punished for it. And again, as you pointed out, it goes right back to Treat where they have struggled. As Seam, he's got the grab if he wants it. And maybe the good news for EG is they do have some of those back spawns, but this is FaZe just with a very comfortable setup. So, yeah, high risk, medium reward, and that is a hefty punishment.
I mean, even so, just knowing how poor they've been on this hill over the past few days, I just say you just rotate. You just chalk it up. It's 20 seconds. Now all of a sudden, not only have you lost 20, you've lost the initial 30 here, so it's 50, and you're still no closer to breaking through. So it may be a full 60. So essentially, you've lost almost 100 points, chance.
And now Asim is just sitting on the grassland waiting for it. He only finds one. Another player's in the back. He might be able to get it done with the gun. But either way, that grassland backs players down to just force him there. So now you got Exotic pulling out the Tempest for the rotation, but I don't know, at best he can maybe find a couple kills on one end, but Zero's already on the other. Exotic can only find one because he's just going to get swarmed, so he gets dropped with the Tempest. Pretty much no avail. FaZe has already been blocking the back left spawn, so EG are going to be spawning ever on the map. A creative grapple spot from Asim to get in the back, and FaZe eventually they should be able to break through the hill.
To be honest with you, Chance, I feel like this one is over. Very much like last time. This one's going to a game 5. 214 to 114, 100-point lead. Zuma, another streak available for him. That's just how well he's been playing. Make that 2. Really good stuff from the Italian stallion.
This is 25 seconds, and if it goes their way, FaZe just wins the game here. Apathy almost certainly is going to invest the grassland, but needs to heal, goes around back, and well, FaZe a lot of kills their way, so I imagine he pulls the trigger, but actually as you say that, the pinch was in anyway, so he can save it potentially for next. FaZe cannot win here. Keep in mind, Zuma really good at earning streaks for the first hill. And so, yeah, FaZe is going to 100%
Yeah, I
win
saw that,
this game.
Ginger.
There's nothing EG can do.
Nothing. They could save us some time. Just not going to the first hill. That's about it.
FaZe is just playing good team Call of Duty right now, man.
Is available. Exotic and JCap, though, hanging on, but there's the lightning. There's 1. There's 2. FaZe now inside the hill. App has to be good with the grab slam. This is his moment.
Excuse me?
I felt like that was a little harsh.
I felt like there was a player directly behind him that he didn't kill with the grassland. That's what it looked like to me.
You mean that guy? Asim?
Is that who it was?
Pretty sure it was, yeah.
Oh, getting a couple kills. FaZe just 3 points away from ending the game, and they'll take what they can get. EG being scrappy, but again, you have to deal with a Hellstorm and a Lightning and a Vision Pulse and FaZe Clan. Too tough on Gridlock. And Ben, would you have it any other way? Going to that game 5.
And a very interesting series. A great map 1, followed by a very, very decisive search and destroy from EG. Control pretty much favored FaZe from the start, and as did really that hardpoint. So the 2 Gridlocks, all advantage FaZe from 2-0 down to tie things up 2-2. First game of the day, and we're going to a game 5. We've had a lot of 3-0s recently, Chance. It's about time we had some.
Wouldn't hurt that you would play with the hat on.
In our favor, will it be another dominant search and destroy for EG? Or has FaZe got something left?
I was just wondering the same thing, actually.
The Call of Duty World League is presented by PlayStation 4, the official platform of the CWL. Astro Gaming, the official head.
Let's go, boys. Let's listen to